just throwing away my trash.
That's not trash, that's compost. Compostable items that end up in landfills never get enough air or light to finish their natural breakdown. They get artificially preserved in dark landfills, sometimes for decades.
Composting? What is composting?
Compost is organic matter that has been decomposed in a process called composting. This process recycles various organic materials otherwise regarded as trash and processes soil conditioning.
Oh, okay. How do I do it?
Here's my composting assistant, Emma, who will show you.
You take your compostable item and you dump it in your compost bin, which will later be put in your compost pile.
Here is a compost pile. You have to make sure to take care of your pile. Add water to the compost pile to keep the materials damp but not saturated. Rain adds moisture to the pile, but you may have to keep adding water during dry periods. Turn the pile more frequently and add ground material if the pile becomes too wet.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Here are 6 easy steps to build your own compost pile.
Number 1. Build the compost pile to at least 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide for the best results. This size allows for enough internal heat to get rid of weeds in the pile. Number 2. Shred, cut, or tear materials into small pieces before placing them on the pile, as smaller pieces break down faster. Alternate layers of brown materials for carbon and green materials for nitrogen to keep a balance of nutrients in the compost. Brown materials include sawdust, dried leaves, dead plants, straw, and small branches. Green compost materials include plants and leaves that are still green, grass clippings, and fruit and vegetable remnants. Number 4. Turn the compost pile with a pitchfork to add oxygen to the mix once or twice per week. Assemble the materials back into a neat pile after turning. Number 5. Cover your compost pile with an insulating layer, such as leaves, plastic, or straw, during periods of lower temperatures in fall, winter, or spring, especially in cooler coastal climates. This helps the pile maintain the temperature needed to break down the materials. Number 6. Remove the compost when all materials are completely decomposed, with a dark color and crumbling texture.
What can I do to help spread awareness? Many people sadly do not know how bad throwing away compostable items is for the environment.
Well, you should educate others about composting, especially adults. But you have to make sure they do a lot of research and know exactly how to maintain their pile. On a personal scale, you should begin your own compost pile and use the many compost bins located around the Henry Falls Lima High School.
I definitely will. Besides fruit, what are some other compostable items?
Some of the many items that you can compost are fruit and vegetable scraps, crushed eggshells, coffee grounds, coffee filters, loose leaf tea, spoiled soy, rice, almond, or coconut milk, used paper napkins and paper towels, ripped up cardboard pizza boxes, shredded paper bags, and the crumbs you sweep off the counters and floors, cooked pasta and rice.
The EPA currently says that food scraps and yard waste are 20 to 30% of the items that we throw away. These items should be composted rather than put in landfills because they take up space and release methane, a potent greenhouse gas. According to John Bohatel, the director of the Cornell Waste Management Institute, the Earth has been recycling organics for billions of years, but humans have begun to interrupt that circular system by entombing valuable nutrients in landfills and relying on chemical fertilizers. He said, "Our soils, really, in the whole world, are pretty trashed." By composting, we are not just reducing the waste in our landfills, we are also reducing the levels of CO2 in the atmosphere. We are the cause of the problem, so it is time for all of us to take advantage of the solution. So compost now.